There's a little wren making a nest in my house. They get really bold. They think this is a good place to nest when I leave the door open. They come in and they look for food in the kitchen, and they'll fly around in here looking for something. I think they think that's a real tree. But they do love to visit. But this can't last long because it's going to get hot. We have definitely become herd animals. And I think that we as human beings are designed to be the most individualistic of species. By that I mean we're all different. We're all vastly different and should be. And I think that is a hallmark of humanity itself. So I challenge you today to step back and take a look at the large picture and say, where do I fit into this? How can I be a part of the collective but separate in a sense, more of an individual? How can I think for myself? How can I know what I like rather than simply liking what I know, what I'm supposed to like because other people like it? So it's just a challenge today, once again, to free your mind. What precipitated this is my taking a little bit of responsibility by necessity for my own health and my incredible but simple discoveries of my body and surroundings and how to manage little things. And I'll give you examples, and I've said this before. I have a couple of exercises to adjust my spine. I have an exercise to release a locked rhomboid muscle. Those are a couple of examples. I've done videos on these things without the intervention of medicine or chiropractors or surgeons, for God's sake. God help me. I can keep my back more or less aligned. I've had a bad lower back since a bad accident in the early 70s. But these are just examples. And there was another one that I developed with sea salt. And these are discoveries because of asking questions and wondering what if. I've talked incessantly about this, and you're going to hear more about it, and that is the simple application of a salt poultice, mineral salt from the ocean or the Himalayas. I've been using pink Himalaya salt, and I told you that I had precancerous lesions from sun damage on the peaks of my outer ear here. And the dermatologist said, I'm going to have to keep burning that off. It's never going to go away. I didn't believe that. And I thought, man, why is it when I go in the ocean, little cuts and nicks and things tend to heal much more rapidly? Well, it's science. It's because of minerals and things that are in that solution that is the ocean. It's time immemorial that those things have been churning. All these minerals from deep in the Earth's crust are rotating with the waves, my friend, and they're there to heal us. So I put a salt poultice on those suckers, and they went away, and they've been gone for years. I kept licking my finger, I wet my ear, and I'd put some salt, pack some salt onto there, and let it ride. And when it fell off, I'd put more on. Well, recently, I've done that with my nose. I have this mole. I did it with my wife. She went to the dermatologist. Dermatologist burned and cut things off of her. She had some bad moles on her back. She had a very raised one. And the dermatologist burned it, and it became worse. It was huge, and it was like festering, ugly mole. It was scary. The dermatologist said it was okay, it was not cancerous. But I packed it with salt, and that thing shriveled up and was gone. It is gone. We cannot even locate where it was. And I'm talking about a big, ugly, scary, wet, damaged mole tissue, like raised. I can't describe it. It's the kind of thing that you're saying, oh my God, this should not be on my body. This is horrifying. I packed that wet saline, pink Himalayan sea salt or Himalayan salt on there, and that thing died. Same with this thing that has been developing and getting worse for years. Somebody out there might be able to tell me. I don't remember the name of them, but it's not really a mole. It's an irregular cell growth. I have them here on my face. Another thing that dermatologists told me, they don't really treat. They don't really do anything. They can't really do anything like they can with a mole. If you know the name of it, tell me what it is. But I started putting Himalayan salt on this, and it got kind of reddened and inflamed, and the skin opened up, and it kind of oozed a little bit, and now it's as if it's dying. It's shrunk in that kind of look that it was swelling and getting larger and becoming a problem, reversed itself. So I challenge you today to ask questions and challenge the norm, question the norms. And I think it makes me sad that we have gotten away from healers. It is illegal to be a healer, and as far as I know, the government is involved in everything. The government is involved in your relationship. If you want to commit to another human being and you want to save on your taxes, the government steps in and says, you need to be married and we need to be part of it. I think that is essentially, basically wrong. I think the government's saying you have to have medically licensed doctors and that's it, that you can't have respected elders in the community telling you how to use poultices and telling you how to use natural remedies for things. I think that's wrong. I think we should have that ability, You want to lower your cholesterol levels. You want to improve your nail and skin health. You want to kill parasites. You want to clean your pool or your pond. A million uses for this food-grade diatomaceous earth. The ancient Greeks were using this a long, long time ago. We need to get back to more holistic things. But I think that there is a lot there, and I think that we've lost a lot of the ancient art of healing because of the beauty and the magnificent power of prescriptive drugs. I'm telling you, I understand that the world changed when we really started to understand compounding these certain pharmaceuticals and vaccines and things, the good ones. I think there's a lot of very bad and dangerous vaccines or so-called vaccines. And I think there's an endless amount of dangerous prescription drugs that people are on and shouldn't be, et cetera, et cetera. But I understand the power of it and how many people have been healed over the past 100 or so years because of these kinds of new developments. But what that caused is for us to completely shift and lose sight of true and natural healing. I'm far from a hippie, my friends. I'm a very conservative man, but I do believe that there needs to be a balance, and we need to familiarize ourselves with our roots. Maybe go buy a book on healing rather than just medicine. Maybe look to natural healing rather than WebMD. Look for alternatives. Ask questions. I'm sorry. I just had to share this today because, well, I'm just damn excited that there are alternatives, and I'm going to keep working on mine. Check out if you ever have rhomboid pain in your back, check out the video. Just do a search, Exoman rhomboid, and you see what I mean. And we'll talk more about these and other little things that we've learned over the years. Thanks for watching, everyone. More soon.